Okay, let's unpack this. Today we're diving into something really unique. It's this blend of like dark fantasy lore and high fashion, specifically the world of Norwolf.
Ah,
And it's not just a brand, is it? It feels like a whole crafted universe.
exactly. What's really fascinating here, the sources describe it as way more than just apparel. It's a whole narrative
Yeah.
experience.
Mhm.
So we're going to explore this really compelling mythos behind the brand, kind of act as your guides, help you zero in on what's important in this story. Our goal really is to pull out the surprising bits and connect the dots for you,
Oh.
see how this deep lore builds this powerful identity.
Right. And this is where, for me, the narrative gets really interesting. The central figure, this Baron Red, he's called the last scion of the Typhonian werewolves.
Hmm.
And his origin story, well, it's pretty intense. Born to a mortal woman, she apparently fled his father, who's described as a beast wearing human skin,
Hmm.
and Baron himself, left as
Yeah.
a sacrifice. Yeah. And the sources say this Typhonian curse, which was dormant for generations, just erupted that night. It ends with this line: "That night, the house burned, the man died, the legend began."
It's quite dramatic. And what's striking is just the depth of this mythology they've built.
Mm-hmm.
Baron's rage, it isn't just personal, it's explicitly an inheritance. His ancestors, the primordial werewolves, they're painted as like the first predators, the gods before gods.
Wow. Okay.
And they're imprisoned, supposedly beneath the earth's crust, buried in a tomb of molten obsidian,
Mm-hmm.
chained there by a group called Nemesis, a pantheon of self-proclaimed deities.
So not real gods then.
That seems to be the implication. Usurpers, maybe. And the key thing is their fear. They fear the return of the true hunt. This suggests some kind of, terrifying primordial event that Baron could unleash. His blood is the key, essentially, and his rage is the lockpick to free these ancient forces. So Nemesis hunts him, because if he embraces his full power, well, the world will remember what it means to tremble.
Right. That's potent stuff. So, okay, with a backstory like that, how does Norwolf even begin to translate that? Translate all that intensity, that defiance, into something you wear? What does it actually mean for the clothes themselves?
Good question.
Because the insight isn't just that it uses lore, it's how it turns these deep emotions like inherited rage into a symbol you can wear.
Exactly. It's not just clothing. Each T-shirt, for example, is framed as a totem, a piece of Baron's story literally stitched into fabric.
Mm-hmm.
So when you wear Norwolf, the idea is you're adorned in opulent defiance. You're carrying that Typhonian legacy.
Opulent defiance. I like that.
Yeah. And the designs themselves are packed with meaning drawn straight from these sources. You've got designs like the Cursed Elegance. It depicts Baron's transformation where agony meets aristocracy.
Interesting juxtaposition.
It is. Then there are the Nemesis sigils. These are apparently hidden markings of the ones who want the wolves caged. Gives you that feeling of being in on a secret, part of a resistance. And another one, the bondage of earth, uses cracks, chains, molten colors, symbolizing that prison beneath our feet. The whole brand positions itself as high fashion for the forsaken.
Forsaken.
Which kind of raises an important question for you, the person wearing it. How does knowing this story make you feel? Does it shift it from just looking cool to being a statement? An identity thing.
That is a powerful question, isn't it? Because, yeah, it totally reframes just putting on a t-shirt. It becomes about allegiance, identity. And the narrative isn't finished, apparently. The sources say the war is coming. The Nemesis is tightening their grip. Baron's howl is echoing. And the brand basically throws down a challenge, asks you directly, will you stand with the Typhonian legacy? Or will you just fade into the herd, ignorant of the battle woven into every thread? It's asking you to pick a side.
Yeah, it's quite direct. And from a brand strategy angle, the sources point out why this works so well. It's this clever mix of luxury meets lore. It really delivers on that narrative experience idea. It builds mystique and exclusivity, makes the whole Typhonian werewolf thing feel like this secret club you get to join.
Right, that insider feel.
Exactly. And maybe most importantly, it has a really strong emotional hook. It taps into these universal themes, abuse, betrayal, vengeance, and sort of turns them into a rallying cry for the people who buy into it.
Norwolf really is a striking example then, using this deep, dark lore to build something